Hey guys, Hunter here, also known as Jenkins. Call me whichever one that you want. But we're talking about Cuckchado Garry right here. To any of you who potentially might be MMA fans, this is going to be a good video for you. We're going over the terrible fucking interview featuring Ian Garry on the infamous Ariel Helwani show. You know, Ariel Helwani, guy that Dana White literally fucking hates. Well, he got another MMA fighter up on there. So now it's time for us to go ahead and look at this hypocritical bullshit that has not been addressed in this interview. Now, first, what we're going to be talking about is the address to Sean Strickland. I'm going to show you this clip first, so you can see apparently where his morals are, and then I'll show you the clip next, and we'll be able to make fun of it together.
Attack other people's families and other people's loved ones because you have trauma, childhood trauma. It's completely unfair. It's inexcusable. You don't have a reason to attack other people because you are in pain.
Hey, remember, that was the first clip. Apparently, these are his morals. These are morals coming from somebody whose brain cells has been competing for oxygen ever since they were a child. Another thing I genuinely believe, the more oxygen this man breathes in, the more inflated his brain becomes, thus he loses all the creases in his fucking brain. I believe his brain cell count is only diminishing along with his IQ that is somewhere close or near to a vegetable. Now, let me show you the second clip, because the first clip was in response again to Sean Strickland, but this clip now that we're going to make fun of him about is his response to Sean Strickland.
Towards the end of the year, I don't think Sean Strickland's going to be world champion anymore. And I believe there's absolutely an opportunity for me to step up to middleweight and give him a hiding. And maybe I'll beat him so bad that he'll forget all that trauma from his childhood and he can thank me.
And so where does...
Don't get me wrong, Sean Strickland are both fucking hypocrites. Let's just keep that a buck, like 100,000. Let's just make sure that is known. They both are fucking hypocrites, literally. Now, before we make fun of that clip that I had showed you, as you can see, his wife made a book that is called How to Be a Wag. Now, let me show you something, and this is why he has been being bitched for so long. So a wag means wives and girlfriends of professional athletes. His wife, whatever the hell her name is, she's about in her 40s, late 40s. Ian Garry, obviously, she's about, 16, 14 years older than him. He's in his, seems like middle, late 20s. Very young guy with a very mature steed, I'll call it. It's clearly being used, but let's go ahead and make fun of that video one more time. Strickland has went through child abuse from his father, which is not funny. Nothing's funny about that whatsoever. But he's been being made fun of it about. Dricus du Plessis, as well as Ian Garry, has been making fun of him. Why? Because Sean Strickland's been talking a whole lot of shit, pretty much just trying to save Ian Garry, but also is extremely hypocritical as well. You know what I mean? He blasted this guy all over the internet and everything, made fun of him, talked about his family, everything, saying that he's being used, all this. And then Dricus du Plessis and Ian Garry both hops on, the bandwagon of making fun of Sean Strickland about his child abuse, which, as you can see, Ian Garry clearly said shouldn't talk about people's wives or family or anything of that sort. You instead make fun of child abuse. Also accuse other people of child abuse. Hey, why am I talking about accusing other people of child abuse? It's like I have another fucking clip for you. Before I show you this clip, obviously that second clip of Ian Garry, it was literally him reading a damn script. He was literally reading a script. He always says, made by, guess who? His wife that is using him. It's like, when are we gonna stop this cuckade, fastgate of cucks, dude? But as you can see, obviously a female wrote that, saying that he's gonna forget about, I'm gonna beat him so bad that he's gonna forget about his child abuse and he's gonna thank me. Pretty much, essentially, all he said. Fucking hypocrite, because now I'm gonna show you this clip. Essentially, all he said right here is that Il Magni pretty much put himself in that predicament. He said that he did that. He said that he abused his child when in reality he did not. He just said he was going to discipline him. And that's pretty much what he's saying right here because my audio Are you fucking serious? Man, Neil Magny at their press conference before Ian Garry or Ian Cuckchado literally beat the soul out of Neil Magny in that 3-round fight. Said in a press conference prior that apparently that Neil Magny is a child abuser because he said he's going to give him a beating, which meaning just saying that he's going to discipline him just like his child in order for him to learn his place. Ian Garry, as you can see in that clip talking about Neil Magny, he said that he just said, what he said back to him. Apparently, he said that he's a child abuser. What the hell? He ended up almost ruining Neil Magny's life over that, actually. And he was asked if he had any regrets about what he said to Neil Magny, and instead he doubles down. Just look at this hypocrisy.
No, I believe that problems and shitstorms are a part of life at times. Obviously, it hurts and it's terrible, and bad things can come from it. You know, it's like the truth is, people don't know the extent of which their words can hurt people, and the damages that can come from that. So I would just say to the people that all hate, think about it.
I'm gonna make this pretty goddamn simple. And Gary, you should think about it next time. Probably think about listening to your wife next time. Maybe stop making shirts of people like Neil Magny, slandering them and ruining their lives. Maybe you should think about it next time. Wait, hold on. You had a problem with child abuse and you were speaking out for somebody and they should think about it, and you do not regret what you had did, but you're hurt about all the pain and suffering that has caused you because your wife had pretty much put you in this predicament, and then you sat there and dealt with it and literally doubled down. All of a sudden, you are now the victim. What? How are you the victim? Please tell me. To me, what it seems like when you come into contact with everybody else, they somehow become the antagonist of your life or whatever scenario that you craft in your fucking head, and they end up actually being the victim, not yourself. You ever heard of this, did it to yourself? Listen, Ian, when I attempted to take my life, when I shot myself with double-aught buckshot in my fucking chest, hoping that I fucking died, guess what? The entire hospital made sure to let me know after they saved my life and fought for it in order to make sure that I fucking survived when I really shouldn't have. They made sure to let me know that I did that to myself. I put myself in that predicament. When it comes down to taking accountability for your actions, Ian Garry, this is something you need to learn. You're an amazing fighter. You're literally you're a beast. Don't get me wrong. But you're goddamn retarded, dude. I swear to Lord. You're the definition of genuinely your brain cells are competing for oxygen. You were born with a low oxygen saturation in your brain cell count. Like literally, it's completely written all over your face. I have no idea how you're able to think freely on your own, or if you can think freely on your fucking own. For the low cost of 32 minutes of your life, you can watch this on Ariel Hawani's channel and see exactly everything I'm talking about, because I could have put so many more goddamn clips in here. I'm so serious. If you want to, you can pause the video right here so you can go ahead and see my comment that I had put down for him. I don't know about you guys, but Conor McGregor and Ian Garry are both Irish, and it just reminds me of something that Conor had said. You guys remember what that was? Your wife thing is your husband. Ian Garry, you are genuinely a walking L. You're fucking he's either your weight trainer or your dietitian, whatever the hell he is. That is your wife's ex-husband. And you're raising their child and about to have another child with her. And I think it would do well for you to get a paternity test. Because there's no doubt, as you're training, you're taking them 6 weeks off of sex, she is being hit. Absolutely. And at this point, I think you're probably, when you fuck her, you're fucking another man's child. Shit, how about that? How about I, go ahead and start some controversy as well? Since you want to do that shit with absolutely precise accuracy in a timely manner with extreme precision, we'll go ahead and do the same goddamn thing for you. Just like what you've been going through. No, Ian Garry is a fucking amazing fighter. Absolutely amazing fighter. But this dude is due for some goddamn humbling. Absolutely humbling. If you're anybody just like me, a bit of regurgitated knowledge. Humbling is what builds new character, makes you a much better fucking person to be around, hang around, and even like when it comes down to your first impression. Please, Ian, get your shit together.